Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'll be checking out this interesting video from Candace Owens, and it's titled "What is Wrong with Carroll?" And you guys, I'm super excited as always. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what Candace Owens has for us in this video.
Now, I know that there are some people who don't like Trump. I am not one of those people. I think he's very funny. But I have to ask you the question, do you like Carroll? Can we all agree that Carroll, the person who has just won a defamation suit against him, is absolutely unbearable? I will very quickly recap to you what happened. Nobody had heard of Carroll. Suddenly in 2019, while Donald Trump is the sitting president of the United States, she releases a book. And in this book, she says that Donald Trump sexually assaulted her. Actually, she uses the word rape in the book, that he raped her. And of course, suddenly the mainstream media, who absolutely hated Trump, turned this woman into a hero. They wanted to put her on every news station because, yeah, he's a racist. And so now we can say more that Donald Trump is bad. Except what ended up happening was that we started to recognize that this woman appeared to be clinically insane. Here is one clip of her talking to Anderson Cooper, and Anderson Cooper is all of us when he just tries to get out of this conversation as soon as possible. Take a listen.
You don't feel like a victim? I
was not thrown on the ground and ravished, which the word carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt. You know.
But I think most people think of it as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of it as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
We're just going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side. You're
fascinating to talk to.
I mean, clearly this woman is certifiable. What is even happening here? Now she's saying it's not in the traditional sense. She wasn't ravished. She wasn't thrown on the ground. Totally bonkers. It somehow gets worse. This is her speaking to Lawrence O'Donnell. Take a listen.
And he looked at me and he said, "How old are you?" And the way he looked at me, you could see he was trying to calibrate how old a person, my thigh bone in a Neanderthal cave. You know, it was like that kind of look. Okay. So Lawrence, I wish I had said, "I'll tell you my age if you show me your tax returns."
Yeah, it would have been helpful.
This is totally serious, guys. Show me your tax returns. She's recounting there, by the way, the story that she recounted in her book. She said that she was at Bergdorf Goodman and she ran into Donald Trump in the 90s. And by the way, he was unbelievably famous at this time. We are talking about Donald Trump in New York City. But nobody saw this, but he took her into a room, and I would say, but I don't know if it's because then in that clip with Anderson Cooper, she says, and actually it wasn't, and she's not really sure. Again, we should all just be able to judge this woman and say that she is certifiable. But instead what happened, because there was such a thirst and a hatred for Donald Trump, and obviously any claims that she made would have expired naturally because she's talking about something that happened in '95 and she never pursued him criminally or even socially and civilly. But she got a phone call from the co-owner of LinkedIn, and he is a Democratic operative, I would say. He's a major funder to the Democratic Party, and he said, "I will fund you to sue Trump for anything." And she did. She decided to pursue him civilly in court in 2019 for this alleged. Now, when you're suing someone civilly, obviously, you're saying that there are no criminal allegations here. So now this is obviously just your word against my word. And whether or not I can convince a jury of peers in New York City, where they absolutely hate Donald Trump, in New York, that you did do something to me way back in the 90s, despite the fact that obviously I have no proof. And she was able to do it, because Trump derangement syndrome is a real thing. On May 9th, in 2023, a jury of 6 men and 3 women found Trump liable for sexual abuse, battery, and defamation. And obviously, Trump said this was ridiculous. And he went out to the press and talked about how this woman was clinically insane and that he did not know her and that she made up these claims out of thin air. And the only reason they were getting any air at all was because the mainstream media hates him. as well as Democratic operatives and people who fund the Democratic Party. That should be abundantly clear to everyone, irrespective of how you feel about Donald Trump, that that is exactly what took place. So she saw that and she said, oh.
Wow, you guys, this is very, very shocking. And what are your thoughts on this particular one? Do you think that this woman made all of this story up and she's definitely lying, or the media ran with her story because they hated Donald Trump? Let me know what you think about this particular one and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and let's wrap this video up, you guys.
He's still saying bad stuff about me. I'm going to sue him for $10 million for defamation, for saying that I'm crazy and that my allegations aren't real. Now, it would be beyond ludicrous for her to receive $10 million. But guess what? So fair is the justice system in New York, but not only did they award her $10 million for defamation, they actually said, even though we have no proof that he raped you, because you're not trying him criminally, and obviously there is no evidence, because we just really hate Donald Trump, that's what we all recognize to be the truth, we're not going to give you the $10 million you asked for, we're going to give you $83 million. Now, why should you guys care about this, right? Maybe some of you guys watching this are not a fan of Trump, and you're like, I was in DeSantis' camp, or maybe you're saying I was in Nikki Haley, or you're watching this from all over the world, and you're like, why does this matter? It matters because we are talking about what is supposed to be a justice system, okay? And if they can just go after a person who was once a sitting president simply because they don't like him and do not want him to run again, then you and I are not safe. For those of you that are watching this and you have a husband, a brother, a male cousin, a son, they are not safe within this justice system. That is what we are learning. When the justice system can be so corrupted that it can operate and say, we don't like you, we will go after you, and we will bankrupt you simply because we do not like you, none of us are safe. I want to live in a world where all of us can acknowledge that E. Jean Carroll is not a stable human being. Because she's not. She's clearly not okay. It is why they have to keep cutting her and laughing awkwardly when she says things and flip-flops. It was rape, but not like rape, but it is rape, but it's not rape. This just should not be allowed in a country that operates on principles and morals, and yet it is. Lastly, I will show you guys this clip of her after she won the $83 million. What you're about to see, guys, is a victim. Take a listen.
You've talked about using some of Trump's money that you're about to get to help shore up women's rights. Do you know what that might be, what that might look like?
Yes, Rachel. Yes.
Tell me.
I had such great ideas for all the good I'm going to do with this money. First thing, Rachel, you and I are going to go shopping. We're going to get completely new wardrobes, new shoes, motorcycle for Crowley, new fishing rod for Robbie. Rachel, what do you want? Penthouse? It's yours,
Nothing.
Rachel. Penthouse and France? You want France? You want to go fishing in France? No? Oh, all right, okay.
That's a joke.
Although if me fishing in France could do something for women's rights, I would take the hit. You know.
So funny, you guys. We're talking about a victim, and she just penthouse, shoes, shopping. Yeah, I definitely believe those allegations. By the way, guys, brief update. They also threw a party for her. The mainstream media threw an actual party for her. It was hosted by Molly Jung Fast, I think is how you say her name correctly. She is a Washington Post reporter. They invited all of the media elites to celebrate the fact that she won $83 million from Trump. So yeah, in case you guys are thinking, wow, has the media been skewed? Are they totally even-handed in matters? Yeah, absolutely not. They are not. They hate us. They hate you. They hate any person who stands in their way when it comes to them being able to control the narrative. And Donald J. Trump, obviously, is one of those individuals that they also hate. Hey, guys, if you like this video, you will definitely like the full episode even better. You can find it by clicking right here.
Wow, you guys, that was such a shocking one. And I think this is a propaganda against Donald Trump in order to bankrupt him. Let me know what you guys think. How do they go from $10 million to $83 million? As in, like, how is this even possible? This is to tell you that they know exactly what they are doing, and they're trying to make sure that they frustrate Donald Trump out of the presidential race. But I don't think all of this is going to stop him, because he's definitely going to win this election. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that this woman has all of this plan with the mainstream media because of the hatred they had for Donald Trump? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I really had fun reacting to Candace Owens. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.